Hello, welcome back to the Nook. I'm Daniel, and yes, I'm finally back doing videos. And for today, I will be talking about two books in a fairly recent series. This is called the Hierarchy series by James Islington, which is book one, The Will of the Many, and book two, which just came out November of last year, The Strength of the Few. So it's called the Hierarchy series. So with James Islington, the first thing I ever read by him was actually his Licanius trilogy, which he wrote quite a few years back. It's a completed trilogy. I really liked it. And then The Will of the Many came out in 2023, and I believe I bought and read it in 2024, and it completely blew me away. So before I get into my review of both books, I will just read to you the description of The Will of the Many, because the description on The Strength of the Few kind of gives away some spoilers for the ending to The Will of the Many. So this is just what The Will of Many is about, and then I'll touch on both books. At the elite Catenin Academy, a young fugitive uncovers layered mysteries and world-changing secrets in this new fantasy series by internationally best-selling author of the Licanius trilogy, James Islington. Audi Vidi Tassi. The Catenin Republic, the hierarchy, may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Vis Telemus. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago, and that good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into the most prestigious school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and my focus, what they call will, to be leached away and add to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as all must eventually do. I tell them that I belong, and they believe me. But the truth is that I have been sent to the Academy to find answers, to solve a murder, to search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that may tear the Republic apart, and that I'll never, ever cede my will to the Empire that executed my family. To survive, though, I will still have to rise. Through the Academy's ranks, I will have to smile and make friends and pretend to be one of them and win. Because if I cannot, then those who want to control me, who know my real name, will no longer have any use for me. And if the hierarchy finds out who I truly am, they will kill me. So, yeah, it's a very Roman inspired. You could tell by the pillars there, and these two covers are actually very similar. But what's interesting is this: The Strength of the Few. This is a reversible cover. So originally, The Strength of the Few had a different cover, but then they wanted to change it back to the same style as The Will of the Many. So yeah, The Will of the Many, I loved it. Basically, you will figure out if you love it when you get to the ending, just because the ending is so powerful. I can't spoil it, but a major thing happens to the ending, and that leads to the structure of book two. So book one is Vis infiltrating this academy, so it's a very academic setting in book one. And then book two, without spoiling it, there are three perspectives in book two. That's all I could really say about that, just to say that these three perspectives are in three different, let's just say, worlds. And so book two kind of carries on for what happened in book one, and you get these three different perspectives, and there's lots of action. Book two, this isn't a spoiler to say, but book two, one of the worlds, there was a very exciting chariot race, and the magic in this world is will. So you infuse something with will, and you can give it power. So basically, instead of horses, they have will-imbued chariots, and the will-imbued chariots were racing. It was very exciting. And there are some emotional gut punches in The Strength of the Few. All in all, I love The Will of the Many. I love the ending to The Will of the Many. And then Strength of the Few, I thought, was even better. It actually, a lot of stuff blew my mind. There's even some interesting revelations at the ending of The Strength of the Few. So I highly recommend both books, and I'm not too sure when book three will come out. This is not planned to be a trilogy. The hierarchy, I believe, is planned to be 4 books, so it'd be a quartet. And all I can say is The Will of the Many was excellent. I loved it. The Strength of the Few just kind of one-upped it with more, the perspectives were more interesting. Again, I have to be very vague about this series because any of you watching, I want you to experience this for yourself, because I think James Islington is an author you don't want to miss. I highly enjoyed both books. And yeah, I can't say too much else. Just expect lots of fast pacing. Expect book one to be kind of a revenge story, and book two kind of a shift. Book two kind of shifts into a different style with the 3 different perspectives, the 3 different worlds. Like I said, I couldn't just read to you the description of book 2 because it spoils stuff from book 1. So that's about all I'll say. Definitely check it out if you're interested. And I can't tell you when book 3 comes out, like maybe 2027. I do believe James Islington is coming up with a new book this year, 2026. It's not related to the hierarchy. But yeah, so it's good to be back on BookTube. Thanks for those who have been watching for a while. Thanks for those who are just tuning in. And remember to like and subscribe. And remember, you're always welcome at the Nook. Bye.